Good evening, and welcome to parents, grandparents, friends, and most of all to the inductees sitting down here front. I am Craig Berger, Danville High School principal, and on behalf of Mr. Kiefer, the superintendent, Mrs. Hutchison, the assistant principal, and the school board, we are here tonight to congratulate the 66 National Honor Society inductees. Tonight is an evening to honor the juniors and the sophomores that are seated in front of you. I also want to talk to the parents tonight. Over the past 16 years, you have changed diapers, taught your son or daughter how to ride a bike, helped them to learn how to read and write, and finally to become successful in school. Now that your children have grown and are high school students, your hard work along with their own desire to be successful has definitely paid off. Tonight's inductees are excellent students, leaders in clubs, athletics, and organizations, and they have developed exceptional character. However, the hardest part may yet come. Your son or daughter is getting ready to spread his or her wings and fly out of the nest. Within the next 2 years, and 2 years will go very, very quickly. Within the next 2 years, they will be ready to move on to their own. Most of them will go to college, some may enter the military, or begin a job. They will use the skills that they have learned as students, what you have given them as parents, and that's the most important part here, what you have done as parents. They're on their way to becoming successful adults. Your son or daughter is being recognized tonight. It's proof that with your guidance they have achieved success. Tonight, I congratulate the parents and the audience for a job well done. Congratulations to all the 2007 inductees and to the families who continue to support them as they grow into young, successful adults. Please welcome Eric Yale, Chapter Treasurer.
Stand and join me.
The United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated.
Good evening. I'm Deborah Berger, the Dana Post Chapter Advisor. I'm here tonight to tell you a little bit about National Honor Society. National Honor Society is an organization with a very long history. In 1921, principal of a high school in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, led the drive to establish an organization that would recognize scholarship. The school where he served as principal, the Fifth Avenue School, became the Alpha chapter of the NHS. It was the first school to receive a charter. Principal Edward Reinerson felt that too much emphasis was being put on athletics, on sports, and also on extracurricular activities. And he thought there was a need for an organization that recognized high school scholars. And keep in mind that this was in 1921. Because of his efforts, news of his scholarship-based organization spread, as was obvious. A new organization led by principals called the NASSP, National Organization of Secondary School Principals, actually aligned itself with NHS, and that partnership is still going on today. Under Mr. Reinerson's leadership, by the time he died in 1932, there were actually 1,000 schools who had established charters. Now, the goals of the National Honor Society haven't really changed in 86 years. NHS supports scholarship, also tries to stimulate a desire to render service to both the school and also to the community. It builds leadership skills, and it also helps to develop character in high school students. The Danville chapter was awarded its charter on March the 25th of 1960. That was 47 years ago. In those 47 years, thousands of Danville High School students have gone through induction, like this evening, and become NHS members. In 1960, our charter year, there were 15 inductees. And some of their names might seem familiar to you, because a lot of them are still working and living in the Danville community. In fact, Dr. David Bush who is an orthopedic surgeon at the Geisinger Medical Center, was our first chapter president. He was our speaker in the year 2000 when we had our 40th anniversary. Another original member named Joanne Millar gave our chapter its name, Danathos. Most people believe that we have a Latin name. This is what Joanne decided to do. DA stands for Danville, NAT for national, HO for honor, and S for society. Simple as that. She thought maybe the Latin name gave our chapter a little bit more notoriety. Today, National Honor Society members are role models at our high school. They have achieved academic excellence as exhibited by the 95.0 overall GPA that is required for membership. And that, I should say, is at least a 95.0 GPA, because many of the students seated in the audience tonight, both inductees and also current members, have GPAs that far exceed the 95. They also serve as members and officers for almost every high school club and organization. They're student athletes, many of them, and they're also active participants in their class. They work to support their school and their community without expecting recognition or personal gain. Now, the Danathos chapter has a rich history, and it also, I believe, has a very rich future. And the future of the Danathos chapter is sitting in front of me in the 66 inductees who will join our organization tonight. Right now, the officers of our chapter, who are seated over to my left, are going to begin the induction process to welcome these new 66 students into our group. I'd like to introduce to you Genevieve Kelly, who is the chapter president, and begin the induction procedure.
At this time, I recognize current members of the Danathos chapter of the National Honor Society at Danville High School. I will first introduce the juniors in our audience. As I say your name, please stand and remain standing until all the juniors have been called. Sarah Andrajic, Brian Bastian, Alicia Berkey, Nick Kolosky, Jeff Ohan, Caitlin Kavanaugh, Lauren Kroll, Emily Culver, Cheryl Covray, Jonathan Fallon, Joshua Hackenberg, Andrew Hahn, Joel Holmes, Caitlin Abraham, Amy Dancy, Angela Jeffries, Tamir Curie, Leah Kumar, Kristen Lamont, Matthew Long, Will Martinez, Felicia McGinn, Harry Kyle Miller, Mallory Milloway, Sarah Phillips, Darren Perez, Rebecca Pesci, Jessica Curie, Priya Raghavan, Mindy Raker, William Russell, Logan Schultz, Emily Slaughter, Tierney Snyder, Sarah Taylor, Kelly Weitzel, Mitchell Wool, Lisa Heumann, Courtney Zampetti, and Chaz Zhang. Please be seated. Now, it is with great pleasure that I introduce the seniors of the Danathos chapter. They have maintained at least a 95 overall GPA for all 4 years of their high school career. They have also continued to demonstrate the qualities of character, service, and leadership that are also equally important in our group. They will graduate on June 8th wearing the gold tassel and the gold cord that signify National Honor Society membership. Seniors, please stand when I call your name and remain standing until the entire group has been introduced. Nicole Adams, Budman, Brenda Cromis, William Kerr,